What's good, y'all? What's going on? It's about 12:30 on a Monday, and this morning, I'm reading my daily word. I'm reading, refreshing my soul, doing what I do, my routine. Um, just got done working out a little bit. I just worked outside today, but it's like a hot day right now. You know what I'm saying? It's about 92 degrees. Tried to run 3 miles, I couldn't do it, but anyway, that's besides the point, man. I had a topic that kind of sparked my mind that I wanted to talk about today. Um, and it's God doesn't waste our pain. God does not waste our pain. And this sparks so much to to speak on because like I don't know one person that hasn't been through something in life. And everybody can compare pain, trauma, whatever, little big, whatever it is you want to do. But we all have been through pain. That is the one universal thing that we've all faced in our life, that we've all had to go through. And I genuinely believe like the place where I'm at in life and like how I'm finally getting to see clearly. I'm getting to see clarity in my mind like I've never had this before in my life. I'm coming from somebody who's been anxious, um, very anxious in my life. A lot of things I've battled with anxiety all my life. There hasn't been a time in my life where I didn't have anxiety. And like 25 years later, I finally reached a point in my life where I feel so much more calm. I feel so much more peace. And that's not just because of me. Like that, this is not my own doing, but this is just me obeying. Like even a little bit, even a mustard seed of just faith of going towards this path in my life. Because a lot of it I faced, depression, pain, anxiety, pain, suicidal thoughts, pain. And coming out of that and making it out of that, where a lot of people, man, are either going through it, haven't made it through it, and to make it on the other side, man, it's a blessing. And I can't thank God enough for getting me through the times where I didn't think I could come out of. The people in my life where, if I'll think about a lot of times, like, if I wasn't here today, will people miss me? Would I be missed? Will people care? And a lot of times when I reflect on that thought, I genuinely start to realize that I would. For a long time, I don't know if I could say that. Because psychologically in my mind, I never allowed myself to feel love because of the hurt and because of the scarcity that I felt in my life, And it's nobody around me's fault. This is all my fault. This is all because of me. Like, I put this wall up, this mask on, to protect me my whole entire life. From pain, from getting close to people, from letting people into my life. Like, I'm super good at talking bullshit with people. Like, I'm good at keeping a surface conversation. And I'm not saying that we should open up to everybody, but I wouldn't allow myself to be me. I wouldn't allow myself to figure out who I am. In this journey, in this season, in this chapter of my life, like, I'm really being okay with being myself, my authentic self. Like, speaking my mind, not biting my tongue all the time, and expressing myself in an authentic way. And for me, YouTube and content is like it's a perfect way for me to do that because I love genuinely expressing myself. That's why I've always gravitated towards acting, music, comedy, and now content. Like, content, y'all, it's not about being perfect. It's about documenting whatever it is you want to document, expressing yourself. Like, So many times, bro, like, people want you to just stay stagnant. They want you to not evolve. They want you not to do anything with your life. They want you to go to work, be tired that you can't even make a piece of content at least once or twice a week. And that's just, bare minimum, man. Like, if you really want to do this, you got to stay consistent despite of whatever it is you're facing. Like, so many people you hear about, they start doing content and they stop. Or, you know what I'm saying? Life gets in the way, bro. I get it. Like, we all go through shit. But that's not an excuse for you not to express yourself, bro. That's the thing about music. Like, music, you feel the pain. You got the happy music. You got the dance music. We got genres for everything. There's a genre for all of us. And in life, whatever it is you go through, we're able to express it in your own unique way, bro. There's no right or wrong way. And this is what I'm learning on this journey that I'm on, just coming on and creating videos. Like, for so long, I didn't know if I could be myself on YouTube. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know if I could just not just talk about God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay for me to express myself and tell people who I am too. Like, I'm big on mental health. Like, mental health is something that I've been through, that I go through, that I deal with. So I just, I want to create a space where people can feel that they're not alone. Because for many years of my life, I felt, even with the room full of people, even being the popular kid, even being the kid that never had to worry about having women, like money, all these things, clothes, the nice shoes. I just realized none of that matters. None of it really matters. What really matters is living a life, for me, and this is for me, living a life that is not just about me, but being able to help people day in and day out, being a good leader in my community. Like, I want to be able to come back to my high school and give something to the students that I wish somebody would have told me. I'm from Roseville, Minnesota. That's where I was raised at. And I want to be able to come and give something. I want to put something together for the youth. Like, that's what it's about, man. I'm not the type of dude that I'm just trying to, grow and get successful and forget about where I came from. Like, no. That's honestly what started my speaking journey. Is I started in my old high school. I went back to speak at one of my old teachers' classrooms, and shout out to Miss Levine, but she got me into public speaking, and ever since that, I just, I fell in love with public speaking. In all honesty, man, like, I love speaking to people and having the opportunity to be able to touch somebody with my words, with my pain, my story, And so many times, y'all, we think that people are going to judge us for our pain. But here's what we got to really remember is that, like, nobody around here can really judge us and stop our mission. Like, whatever it is we go through, man, it's not about anybody else. And when I say that, it's like their opinion doesn't matter. Like, I remember God reading this: God is the only audience that you truthfully got to really care about and worry about. And I don't even think the right word is worry, but like, focus on. Like, if somebody doesn't like you, or if people don't like your content, that's not a reason for you to stop doing it. Because if you're doing it for the right reason of helping somebody, doing it for God, that's all that matters. And if you're not doing something that's self-ambition, you know what I'm saying, or selfish or wicked, I don't see the wrong in that. But as far as, like, God doesn't waste our pain, really what that means to me is, like, let's just put it this way. Like, I went through so many times with anxiety of, like, hearing the voices, hearing the voices of doubt, and hearing the voices of you're not enough. or they're not gonna like you, or that you can't be here, or you don't deserve to come to this place, you don't deserve to have certain things in your life. And not listening to the anxiety, not listening to the voice, because like I always say, it's human nature. It's human nature for our brains to want to protect us from outside danger. But here's the thing, y'all. We all know better than anybody that everything that we've been through in our life, with our mind, what it says or what it tells us, that it's never been that bad. And to really know that, and to remind yourself that, Mario, it's okay. So and so, it's okay. You're safe. You have nothing to prove. You're safe. You have nothing to prove. Repeat that to your mind. Repeat that to your brain, and just breathe. Stay in the moment, because this present moment that we have is all we have. And the memories that we've had, we can learn from our mistakes, our pain. You didn't go through what you went through for no reason. I didn't go through the things that I went through for no reason. And I'm realizing that, like, all the knowledge, all the people that God has put in my life and placed through my life have all served a purpose. Good, bad, ugly, have all made me to the person, the man I am today. And I thank God for that. And I thank God for YouTube. I thank God for people in this world, man. For so long, man, I've had this voice that's like, man, I just wish it was me in this world. Meaning, like, sometimes I think like that. Like, I used to think like that. Like, but just imagine how boring. Because I was so afraid of people. I was so afraid of people that I just wanted it to be me and my loved ones. And it's like so boring. We all make this world. We all have a contribution that we have to make to this world, whatever it is. I don't think there's no big or no small, man. God gives everything to us for a reason, not just a season. We go through things because we had to go through that. That hurt that you went through, that pain that I went through, those lonely nights where I couldn't even sleep, those days where I couldn't get out of bed, those days where I hit my knees because I was so anxious, I was so weak. And I didn't know who I was talking to when I hit my knees in that point of my life. But it was God, and I didn't know it. I was so hurt. I was so scared. I was so worried about what I was doing with my life. I just hit my knees, and I remember my mom was like, "What are you doing?" She didn't know what I was going through in my mind. I had a whole storm. I had a whole battle in my mind. And sometimes, y'all, nobody knows what we go through if we don't express it, if we don't share it. I promise you, so many people don't know what you've been through. They don't know, and I don't know. But if you really have something that can benefit somebody, why keep it to yourself? It's selfish. And I'm unlearning the selfish behavior that I had to learn to protect myself. Because for a long time in my life, it just protected me. I didn't want people to hurt me. I didn't want people to get into my life. I didn't want to express my pain, and I just bottled it up until a certain point where you just about to explode, bro. Stop holding in the pain of everyday life and trying to smoke your pain away, drink your pain away, snort your pain away, pop pills your pain away, because none of that shit is gonna work. I tried it already. And I'm not excusing your addiction. The sex, all that shit ain't gonna work. I tried every single thing that could possibly heal me outside of myself, outside of God, and nothing has felt as good as God to me. And that's just my story. But God does not make mistakes, or God does not waste our pain. God bless you guys. Subscribe to the channel, man. Daily content, weekly content, all that. Stay true to who you are and don't run away from your own self, man. God bless you guys. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe, man. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it, man. Please, peace, man. Peace.